this topic might be controversial. How do you think we're going to tackle that?
No lies. Truth.
I don't expect the company to reply back to me because they already indicate what is there.
Hi everyone, I'm Sajan, the Chief Executive of Champion Management. Welcome to the first episode of The Blueprint by Champions. I have today with me Khairul, who's the Senior Executive of Champion Management, and also Imran, who's a HSE Manager. We have actually set up this podcast to discuss matters related to HSE and fire, any kinds of topics and etc. So Khairul, what do you think about having this podcast? What's your take on this?
This platform is going to be very, very beneficial. It's going to be more like a chit-chat session for us, HSE practitioners, safety personnel to come in, chit-chat, voice out your concerns, give good suggestions, improvise your organization culture and something that you want to highlight to about authorities. So yeah, it's just like we can just have a normal chit-chat session and all that.
Yeah, I guess because there are many things that are on ground that is not being really highlighted, I would say, to the authorities or even to the appropriate organizations, where we just use it to chat about it. We say that this, there's a flaw in this, there's a flaw in this, but then it only stays within that 5-10 people who are just discussing it and etc. Yeah. So Imran, it's an honor to have you here with us in this podcast. How have you been doing? It's been long since I saw you, man.
Thank you, Shah and Khairul, for having me here. It's actually I really appreciate this session. Giving this platform, to be able to be a part of this episode. Right. I believe it's going to do well. Right. And the topics I believe is very, very relevant. It's broad. In a very broadest spectrum. I think not many actually offer this kind of platform for safety practitioners to actually voice out their concerns. Very close to the heartland. It's real.
Yeah.
Yes, why not?
Could I say that maybe this could be the first podcast in Singapore that is specifically talking about HSE and fire-related matters?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at this moment, many organization, consultant and all, they only talk about the services they provide, what is happening and all that. But there's no discussion. There's no like a communication channel where you can voice out something, I can voice out. We can have different of opinions.
Definitely,
and we will thrash it out and talk and, let the public also feedback. So it's going to be a platform for that.
Yeah. Do you think it is like it is good to actually engage with the industry guys? Khairul and I, and of course the rest of the team, we have brainstormed so many other topics, very interesting topics. Some could be controversial, I say. But do you think it's good that maybe we could give it out to the public? I mean, those in this industry to actually suggest us topics, because there may be other more topics that people would want to talk about.
Yes, indeed. I believe so, right? As I said, it is something realistic. It is also giving out or reaching out to the public to give them actually a platform to let a platform to be heard, right? Because these are real or these are real suggestions or real topics or real concerns that they are actually going through. So at least it could be placed here and then be discussed.
Yeah,
right.
Personally,
openly.
Yeah,
I would say not openly.
Face to face.
Yes, face to face, and I believe that for the practitioners, they have a lot of challenges on the ground. When it comes to the management, they also have and I believe and I hope that the blueprint could actually give voices for both, not only practitioners but also their employers, right? Because we have heard about one angle that is coming from our safety guys.
How about from the
safety
employers?
professionals? But no voices from the employers, right? I believe that this is all about managing expectations, right? It's about giving both, I would say, right? Giving both an avenue to actually make everybody understand why do they have that kind of perception.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. if you're seeing that this is going to be a platform, I think Khairul, you are well aware. We or rather Imran, we actually have a Telegram group which has more than 1,600 over people.
Wow.
That is a platform itself. Why do you think people are not sharing it there then? Is there a reason? Why must it be something that is coming to a podcast and face to face? People could be actually be sharing in the Telegram chat group.
See, in the Telegram chat group, it's mainly discussion about work-related matters, very specific to work. They will talking about I need a advice on certain matters. Example, they're doing building construction or excavation. So it's more related to there. It doesn't go more focus on a particular regulation. For example, there's a new regulation that comes up. So any feedback, any inquiries in there, it doesn't go there. And another thing is people are also a little shy to communicate in this kind of areas. So I believe this blueprint, this channel, this podcast will be an avenue for people to communicate such ideas. Example, if let's say there were to be a new regulation to come out tomorrow, and then God willing, who knows? Even the authorities can come in and hey, please voice out, give us some feedback and suggestion, and tell. It can be an avenue for people to come in and give us some give ideas, make the workplace safety a better place for everyone.
If you realize, recently there have been some topics related to Wicca, for example. You know how some actually misusing the Wicca. We only know on the top, like okay, this is some guys might be faking it, or some employees have not been buying the insurance or whatever, but there could be more to it
More
actually.
depth to it,
More depth to it. If we could get someone who actually knows more details down to the root, or for example, training center. We saw I think 3 guys recently getting jailed for dealing with fraudulent certificates and etc. We could actually get someone who is in the training center field and to tell us actually what is happening. I guess so, Imran.
I mean, yes, right. From my perspective, it will be the platform for the blueprint by champions is actually a neutral ground where every party is actually being heard.
Correct, exactly.
Right. Again, I agree with Khairul. Differences of opinions happens.
Agree to disagree.
All the time. Yeah, we agree to disagree, but there will be an understanding of
Exactly.
certain perspective or certain approach or application, right? Again, touching on Wicca, I would say, right, it is very true, it's very relevant that many talk about Wicca, but many also do not know the coverage of Wicca,
How it
the
works.
application, or how it works,
Yeah.
right? We are talking about, again, we are from the ground,
Can I know, Imran, how many years have you been?
Oh dear. This will expose my age, I suppose, right? Okay. So I've been in industry since 2006.
Oh, that means 3 years before me.
Yeah.
I'm 2009. Khairul?
2008, 2009, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were in the same time. Yeah.
Right?
true.
Okay. So from this, right, I've seen the evolvement of regulations, the evolvement of the ministry, different body organization, they get structured along the way. The mentality of employers, and then we also see the evolvement of the workforce,
Correct, yeah.
right? From the behavior itself, right? So when it comes to this, definitely, we on the ground, we have seen multiple cases.
And we are still on the ground.
Yeah, and we're still it, right? And multiple cases from real actual cases, right, of workplace injury to the fraudulent ones,
Yeah.
right? And unfortunately, the one that been orchestrated or exaggerated, right? These are topics that may be controversial but realistic.
Another topic that I actually saw online today was safety personnel making a statement that the person was actually ghosted by a recruiter. That would be a good topic to speak about. Is it fine that a candidate is being ghosted by a recruiter? Or is it necessary that a recruiter needs to reply to all 100 over CVs that they are receiving? Is that a necessity? You see, that's the reason why we need to have two sections. Not only the employees, also the employers. So maybe if I'm going to ask like Imran regarding something related to this ghosting of what would your take be?
This is something I could relate, right? Me at my best capacity, I would definitely give them responses. Usually I give a disclaimer to be fair, right?
Even if you have 100 CVs?
For the CVs, right? My end will be I will be engaging recruiters, right, or headhunters or agency to actually reach out to the potential candidates, right? I believe that they will be the one who and I trust. I give that a trust that they will respond to the potential candidates respectively. However, me on my end is handling maybe 4, 5, 6 headhunters or recruiters, right, and asking me constantly. So that there is always a back end story to it, right, from the company,
Yeah.
right, or the department that is wanting to employ, and then to the recruiter. Sometimes when the recruiter don't respond, it's maybe because I'm taking I'm also on that other hand is trying to do a selection. So what I do is I actually tell the recruiters, right, if I don't respond to any of your candidates within 3 days, move along.
Okay.
Let's find me another one and then let me take a look. Because to be fair, as you said, hundreds of and I try within my own best capacity. I think it applies a lot to.
It's a different thing for me. If you ask me, it's very simple, very straightforward. I apply for a job. The job requirements tell me the salary range is around 3,500 to 4,000, and I put in my CV expected salary is 5,000, 6,000. I don't expect the company to reply back to me because they already indicate what is there, the salary range.
It's out of the budget.
It's out of the budget. I can't be expecting the company to reply, oh, your expectation is exceeded the budget, so as such, you don't meet the requirement. Standard. You already put in the requirement. I asked for 2 years experience, but your experience is only like 8 months, 9 months, and you expect me to reply everyone and tell you inadequate experience. Inadequate. It's standard. It's very straightforward. So
we did had in Champion we did had like multiple guys who had actually told us before, say that, oh, I applied in your company but you all didn't reply back. So those who reached out to me personally, and I've told them before, say that, you see, the HR, they for each position, maybe for a safety coordinator, not joking, we will get 50 applicants. How do you expect the HR to reply to 50 people? So but they are working as per personnel. I'm a single person who applied for a job, so they feel that, oh, why can't you reply to me, in that kind of thing. So I think this platform we are using based on that. I would like to touch on one more thing. As much as Khairul, you would know that once we launched this, we had quite a number of people who showed interest in joining us in this.
Yes.
I think even yesterday I was telling someone else, message you. Let me say it on the flip side. At the same time, I actually spoke to a very experienced training provider who's a trainer in an accredited training center. He didn't want to come here. The reason he says that because he's very passionate about training and he fears that he might say things that that may expose, or which is very sensitive. That other training centers may not. Do you think we are going to have this kind of problem? Because if we are not going to have people who are going to come up here and speak about genuine stuffs, and fearing that this topic might be controversial, how do you think we are going to tackle that?
Those who want to be very straightforward and be positive and tell the nation what is happening, what are the challenges they face, they want to improvise the system, they will come. They will take this platform as a good avenue to voice out concerns. Those who want to just do things for the sake of doing things and go with the flow and just get things done, then they will always be just complaining behind doors.
Yeah. So, like Imran, maybe another thing that because while getting this Blueprint by Champions podcast ready, we have been doing this planning for a couple of months. I personally spoke to many people. So another example is that this is a thing that always surprises me, because let's say maybe safety officer, average example, you're earning 6,000, and then you have LTA projects that you can earn 8,000, 8,500. but people are not going for their jobs. So I thought that would be a good topic, and I actually reached out to someone who was working in an LTA project, but he didn't want to come, to join us because he feared that it might, there might be some backlash on him because he feared that these are things that should not be spoken on air and etc. So how do you think we are going to tackle this kind of, like you said that we need to meet expectation for employees. Employees, how do you going to meet expectation for just those who are just talking and complaining and about real facts and genuinity? Yeah.
As I said, giving a fair platform, being in neutral. And the thing is that I totally believe in this, right? If what you are presenting are facts,
No lies.
no lies,
Yeah.
truth, no agenda,
Yeah.
all right? No agenda, but putting up facts,
Yeah.
no conjecture, not running on conjecture or speculation or hearsay, red herring.
I say, he say.
Yeah, right. So as long as we don't touch on that, and the person who's bringing up hard facts, right? Facts in safety.
Yeah.
When we give facts, we talk about this. This is my principle, even with everybody that I work with, right? It's always facts over emotions.
Yeah.
Right, your emotions is totally irrelevant. What we're talking about facts. Similarly with academics, so they talk about facts. We're presenting facts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So emotions, we human. We that's part also in safety, like human behavior, right? We covered that psychology. So we cannot stop people from reacting. But the thing is, if we want to present something, like say, I'm bringing up something over, right, to discuss is. This is hard true facts.
Yep.
Right? That I present. And I will not back down. Right? So there's nothing to fear if you're bringing up what will say the truth or
Exactly,
the facts, right? Rather that you will be very wary, very scared, of this kind of backlash if you are running through speculation.
Yeah.
Right? So in this, I will always say this, right? Anybody who's coming up to Blueprint, discuss it with your employer. Alright? Discuss it. Talk to them. Alright? I always believe in this. Building up relationships with your employer is actually the core principle of it. Having one-on-one session is realistic.
Yeah. I think way back in 2011, I actually sent an email to MM informing them about how there's a loophole in these MCs where you need to report MC when it's 3 days and above. What are some employers doing? They're just taking 2 days MC, 2 days MC, 2 days MC. And I say that this is a major loophole. And obviously, we know what happened after that. After, I guess, a couple of years, it got changed and etc. But my point here is that, you see, it needed someone like me, a person, to actually spend maybe 1 hour to type out an email directly to MOM. That means it's only one-on-one. But what this channel could do is actually record this session, put it out in the social media, is being seen by thousands, and change happens very fast. And it hits the authorities very fast. They will know that, okay, because we can't just sit down and blame the authorities. How come you don't know this? How come you don't know that? They are not always on the ground. Yeah. They are on the ground, but they don't tend to maybe, go through this kind of situations and etc. Yeah, Khairul.
I keep saying it's a discussion channel where there's maybe in the
Networking.
future networking sessions. I'm looking more into like when regulations comes up. We're talking about Vika just now. In the future, we might even have a lawyer sitting with us, telling his views and outputs about Vika. People, the public, the fellow safety practitioners can voice out questions because there are many things. The regulation, even though we are 10 years, 15 years, there are many things that we're still learning.
Exactly,
We're still
definitely.
progressing every
Yeah.
day. We want to learn. We want to get more depth of it. We want to get more competent. A good platform for us to be more competent. We learn, we see, we watch, we learn from each another.
Exactly.
And at the same time, we network. We get to know one another. We get to know each another's profession. We can gain our knowledge.
And those who are actually in the socials, they get to see all this and then they gain more knowledge. They know that, okay, this is how it works. And in fact, actually, I think, Imran, you are also joining in for our next episode. We have a very interesting topic that is coming up, which is the competency of WSH coordinators. I think we have a lot to speak on that because I think that has been a pretty disturbing point for quite a number of coordinators on ground, or rather blatantly, I could say, local coordinators on ground, where the competency is always questioned. Okay, as we were, speaking about the competency of safety coordinators, we would have to cut it off because this would be a very interesting topic that we would be discussing in episode 2. So please join us in episode 2. Meanwhile, please, like, share, or follow us in our socials. And at the same time, if you guys have, other topics that you would want us to speak about, feel free to actually comment on it or send us an email. Or if you would want to join us in this, do also drop us an email or comment on it. Till then, see you guys in episode 2.